Okay, welcome back everyone for our second match of today. This is going to be between Team RIPERS and ReGen Retro. This is Division 1 North America this time, so maybe we're going to see a little bit higher quality game. Once again, everybody is already in the lobby, so we're just going to skip through this nice and quickly. ReGen Retro are the ones with map select after banning Praxis and Alterac. Team Rippers banned away BOE and Towers of Doom. And now we are on a Dragonshire. It is Team Rippers with the first pick. And everyone's in a little bit of chit chat at the moment, and we should be getting underway soon enough. Now, Team Rippers are new to Heroes Lounge, so I don't have any stats on them. But for the side of ReGen Retro, they have shown previously that they do like to play Greymane and Sylvanas. That's what they played a lot of in the previous Heroes Lounge season, so we will see if they have a similar style coming into the new season. This is the first... No, it can't be the first. No, it can still be the first game. Let's have a look. I think this is the first one still. Yeah, this is the final game of round 1 here in North American Division 1, where my team, by the way, 1-0. 2-0 map score as well, feels good, man. Anyway, enough about me. Let's get into the drafts for these teams. So, Team Rippers do have the first pick. And in the last series, we had Cassia and May getting through for the team first pick. Cassia got picked up straight away, and May later on. As a reminder, May's Avalanche Heroic is disabled due to significant bugs that it has. So instead, we would be seeing the Ice Wall, which had a pretty good effect in last series. So I don't even mind it, but May is still a lot weak for Avalanche. Such a ridiculous ultimate ability. Why is it on a 70-second cooldown? It should be like at least 100. And probably still needs other nerfs. Anyway, so Gauche banned and Cassia banned. Good to see Cassia's getting taken up field. I don't want to see that hero getting picked up again. Gosh, the first band's a little bit interesting. One of the main survivors of our top tier of tanks from the previous battle exchanges, where ETC and Johanna were hit a bit, but still high popularity for last season with anything to go by. Gosh, though, got a bit of an interesting level 16 talent. More health and a second charge on the Bloodlust and increased slow duration on the Q. Probably not as good as the Wrecking Ball talents, but Gauche is someone who scales very nicely with base health. Given that he has high armor, so he gets to take advantage of longer if he's got more health when he's at a low percentile. And of course he has the percentage missing health healing, which is increased if he has more max health. So
I'm not checking in.
It's a decent talent, but we're not seeing it at least in game number 1 banned away, as Tesla and Rex are the other bands, and Anna is the first pick. First pick, Anna there is still Leeming and Orphe you can pair with for the main ones. Of course you can throw with just about any mage and it works just fine, but those ones probably want to go for. Maybe we're going to see one of those picks appear right now by the side of ReGen Retro. Well, that is a mage, but it's not the one I was talking about. It's Kael'thas along with Diablo, who is a hero my understanding is not particularly popular in NA. In the last patch got buffed 1 second off Shadow Charge and the flip, but that wasn't what was gating Diablo. If you would argue he's been gated all, which I wouldn't. I thought he was fine before. Well, ETC was available, so nice to pick it, and then the Lost Vikings are coming out here on Dragonshire. Now this opens up quite a few options for both teams, as well, I've seen quite a few Vikings on Dragonshire. We have a certain player in that who likes to pick for Vikings on this map, and it doesn't tend to go well. From one person I've seen make it work actually is Hauserobs. Turns out when you get one of the better StarCraft players and throw them on Vikings, he can do just fine. If you play them well, then the Vikings can be really disgusting on this map, but you probably don't want to blind pick them because there are some other bad matchups, and we're probably going to see one of them banned away by the side. Nope, just getting rid of Deckard. I guess Ruby is pretty disgusting if the Vikings aren't in the longboat in team fight. Deckard's just a good ban anyway. So lots of good Viking artists are still available. Rex of course banned away, but there's still Betty open. Red team decided to ban away Mephisto, another hero that can work quite nicely in Anna. Yrel and Grayman picked up saving the healer for last. I don't know what the reasoning behind that one is, but I was talking about Grayman before. It is a fairly nice pick, fairly historical pick from the side of ReGen Retro. As Yrel versus the Viking is gonna do decently, but kind of struggles when it comes to
anytime you're ready.
Securing the point. Now Orphea comes out as the pairing with Anna. Finally get to see Orphea. Be banned away and just avoided for so long, but finally the hero shows up, and Reina, one of the Orphea counters taken as well. So we do need to get a support pick that can deal with Orphea. Brightwing isn't terrible, but pretty bad still. Anduin is not going to be the one you want though. It's very likely this Orphea is just going to take over the game. Anduin has the defensive tools to help against the ETC engages, but Orphea is the main threat, and Chastise is not going to do it because Backbite doesn't really care if you're rooted or not. You're still going to have very nice mobility. And, well, this is a very nice format as well. Orphea has the nice wave clear, so if Eric's having trouble in the mid lane, you can just go and send Orphea to go and pick that one up. So I like this draft from the side of Team RIPERS. The question is, are they able to... Is Champion Ford able to execute Vikings on Dragonshire? This is pretty difficult. Fortunately though, the only real thing to deal with is Eric dying in the mid lane. Assuming of course Eric is mid lane, it's possible they just send Olaf and accept that they can get frozen on. So that will be something to look into. Finally, that was quite a close here. Now, game number one between Team RIPERS and ReGen Retro. On the right side, we have ReGen Retro, Altanium playing Anduin, Zami playing Diablo, Aaron playing Yrel, Melly playing Greymane, and Splash playing KO Fast.
Battle commencing in 10
On
seconds.
the blue side, it's Balog solo top. Interesting.
5, 4,
Alice playing
3,
Anna,
2,
JP
1.
playing Reina,
Fight well, heroes.
Nenio playing for Orphea, Red Z playing ETC, and Champ of Horde playing Lost Vikings, so doing a fan. And looks like we're gonna have a little bit of a cheese here, as Reina's in another world. The main world attacker was not there, so that could have been a little bit more damage. Now, Addis being chased by Melee should be fine though, not an ADS like a good boy, so we'll be able to get out just fine. Now, we are starting with the bot side, which means that Yrel has to deal with the Balog effect. Now, Balog has explosive attacks, so he clears up his top lane very nicely. Yrel looks like gonna make it just fine though, and going to clear that one out. So it's actually going to be a two Viking taking out boss, as there's a little fireball here. The Orpheus just having all sorts of fun. Shadow balls pretty much everywhere. And fight goes completely fine for the blue team. Balog's taking a lot of damage. I don't know about the span of having Balog solo here. You want someone to be watching out for you else, so not going to get jumped on. Eric, not there. That's not going to do anything. Oh, he's cheesing the well! Oh, you hate to see it. He doesn't need... Come on, buddy. No one's coming. We have a... not quite walking up to there. Rainer's gone and just jumped on by Diablo and Kel'Thas slightly off screen there. But just assessing over NA and then minion wave issues. As we lose the full mid wave. You know, assuming just wanting to deal with Eric, but you can't answer this. Now, side onto 2 here. Chomp onto the backline as well from Nenny. You're going to be doing quite a lot of damage. But Sammy has control of the point. It's very precarious for Orpheus, or anyone really, to move in to the shrine against the Diablo. Oh my god, man. Just make it stop! Eric just taking another one of these fountains. That's so disgusting. Olaf has control mids. You're also not going to capture the DK or anything like that. Very good start for the blue team just because of these wells. Now Melly's arrived and Eric, he is swift, but he's also dead. Maybe overstaying there, but I'm surviving the bomb side and Andron sticking around for a little bit too long. His team has all left him to go heal or kill Vikings and end up pulling. Now we do see Kel'Thas off Morphia, which is really sad. The hard CC from the enemy team is mostly stuns, but there's also roots, and especially against roots you want to have Backbiter rather, for the mobility. Olaf having a little bit of a walk, but not going to miss a sneaky cap or anything. Balog has control of the cap as UL clears the lane. Now UL is going to not there. Why is there an XP globe here? What is going on? So that's UL missing 4 million worth of XP in order to hold control of the point. Now this is really big as we have the bot cap pushed in with the blue team here, so complete control of the bot lane. UL just giving up wave after wave to hold control of the point. And so many advantages are going over to the blue team at no real cost. Okay. Orphea going for Ravenous Hunger. Bit of an interesting talent selection. I haven't seen this one for maybe a year actually. Really just a BlizzCon patch of this talent focus. Eric falls somehow to UL. DK not stopped by Olaf, so it is actually the blue team making a comeback as Orpheus getting blown up by Kel'Thas. Just like go to sing their praises, it's all gone wrong. Anyway, so this talent is really falling off, and it's not even a good time to pick it because you have your Vikings doing the double soaking. You're only getting 1 lane of stacks at best. Sure, you get extra healing, but why not just take Insatiable and get the healing that way from the additional ability hits? DK is going to take down the bottom turn eventually, so there's the mid wall gone. Eric, that's not where you want to go, buddy. Zandran has a choice in the town, yeah. Now we do have Sunfire enchantment from the Kel'Thas, which suggests a Pyroblast. Good way of dealing with Orpheus just to hit him with a nuke. Doesn't really want to be taking turn next to Sammy's taking a lot of damage. Going to respawn the souls. A lot of health loss though. Now Altanian maybe in a little bit of trouble. Renzi is here. This is the power slide. Come on, buddy. XP. There you go. Now you're also having some happy fun times up on the top side as far as chasing Vikings 7 days on Sunday. I didn't know once. Eric is in trouble, but here comes the Goon Squad. Penetrating around misses. Renzi just going all over the place, but UL will fall. Well, Vikings. Get up to the top line. You're missing XP. Speaking of missing XP, though, no one on the red team is getting this wave. No, Eric, don't tank the minions. Let them kill. Alright, so how much does he get? He gets 1 minion. He's not even getting the minion. Eric's trying to kill for Eric instead, but not gonna get it. Gives it the full wave. Eric needs Balog up here to defend, by the way. No, don't leave this wave either. Why is it so hard for N18 so great? It's Division 1 and more. As the bottom camp will be pushing in, going to get the bottom well, so that's all the front well's gone. Now going on to the Anduin, side into Feast going to get that one. Eric dies at top lane, big mosh pit. JP going to, well actually it's all for killing everyone with Nano Boost as, yeah, but he was pretty busted, by the way. Now, is the top push in exchange versus such a good trade for the side of Team RIPERS? Top 4's arguably a good thing to take, because it means you can set up a freeze on the bridge. Belog, you do need to go over there to clear the camp though. And just pushing onto the bottom wall now is this camp. Getting so much value is the side of Team RIPERS for really no reason. They shouldn't have been allowed to do half reverse, but... And doing that, getting himself caught, not able to even get the light bomb on him before ETC sides him. I can understand the chastise on cooldown, not getting down and off, but at least light bomb yourself so you can't mosh pit. As Bruiser goes over to the side of Team RIPERS. Now, Orphea got quite a few stacks actually. She got a lot of stacks from getting all those kills. 20 stacks per hero. So it's really important to get those on side. Having a little bit of fun. Viking should just be freezing this. Deny your LV's waves. If she wants to get control of Shine, and it's going to be really expensive. It's unfortunate to see that Balog and Olaf want to push though. Olaf should also be mid catching these waves. So much XP getting lost when you're playing Vikings. This should not be happening. So the bomb wall's gone, by the way. Just the 4-man of Team RIPERS having a lot of fun here. Now they're actually gonna... Eric's still having a little fun here. Balog has pushed the wave in all the way. You can't stay on here forever, you're losing so much. Now it is the 2-level lead for the side of Team RIPERS, so there's a huge advantage right now. There's no way that this is a 4v4 that's going to go well. Side onto the Kel fast after the jump. The light bulb comes out in time, but it doesn't matter. Now looking for the Arno's Melian, going to get it, but it costs him his life too. Now Nenyo and JP are able to just run down these last 2 members without really any problem. Red Z should be able to, yeah, Altanian, just gonna get slid off in a few seconds. Right? No, gets away. But it is the DKO to Olaf who's sitting still. Not me on that. Let the way freeze. You can freeze her here. You can have Eric dancing around the top shrine. You can be winning both at the same time. You can do Vikings so much better than this, but regardless, they are winning. And the DK is making its way slowly now that they've all respawned to the bottom keep. And yeah, this one is done though. UL spotted up by Eric on the side. Not gonna land that one. And that's full taken. So DK Olaf is having a little bit of fun for it. He might be fine though actually. He's got Anna healing him. Going to use the Vikings to get out now. That is a nice W from ETC, able to get the light bulb away from him. Sammy not able to find anything. Now here comes Aaron. This is a 4v5. If you don't include Vikings, which you should. Now it moves on to Orphea. Can she fuse? Hits one. Going in now, but CC'd up. There's so much healing though from Activito. It's a massive apocalypse due to all the Vikings, but Greymane is the one to go down. Kale Fast manages to find ETC kill and we get to the end. So much damage from JP though. Going to kill for Aaron. Sammy is going to be the next one down, and this lane is having an absolute field day. Paper Red's going to almost keep him alive. He will fall in the end, but it is the wipe. Sammy has returned though, thanks to the soul, so this shouldn't be the end of the game. This is very ambitious going for a core with Vikings and Orphea. Sammy though, just gonna fall. So it is still a 2.5 level lead for the blue team. Instead of wasting their time at Corvette, they could have been getting the camps. They could have been looking to set something up, prep these camps, get the bottom camp, shove them in. All 3 camps, you can easily end the game with this much of an advantage. But instead, the game goes on. The keep's still down, and there's still no way for the red team to win these team fights. So the game is just gonna drawn out. I don't really see a realistic way that the red team can win this game. XP, XP, XP. Okay, got one of them. This is like my biggest pet peeve. Like, in EU, this doesn't happen. The teams, generally speaking, are able to soak the lanes and get XP.
My husband is dead.
And now, moving on to the bottom camp. Here they are. They didn't wait on capturing it though. So the Giants are now in front of the Bruisers, but should be fine because they are of course range, so they will get behind when the wave reaches. So Eric's gone. Baylog not long for this world either, one has to imagine. But actually, manages to juke him out and gets away. Olaf goes down, but here comes the engage. Nano boost, Kel'Thas is in the feast, he's gone. Orpheus still around and kicking. And just the mosh pit to stop the Diablo from getting away. So Orpheus does so much damage, and that's just a dead Diablo. And Melee getting ran down by the Vikings. They don't have an Orc attack squad, but still have enough damage to get this one. And now it will just be going on to Aaron as the ultimate, but it doesn't really matter. Can't kill anyone. No, my now gone doesn't matter. Doesn't even matter that the plane's tanking up for, and this will be very easy end. Game number 1 going over to the side of Team RIPERS. And well, they're winning on all fronts. This is a pretty good answer to my question of are you able to play Vikings? The answer is, at least to this level of play, yes. They made the Vikings look good, as that will be game number 1 going over to the Rippers. Look at the Orphea damage, man. What a disgusting hero. Why isn't it first pick? Why? Everyone should be playing this hero. If you can't play this hero, play the hero. It's so strong. Every game, first pick. I don't care what the opponent takes. You can answer it in your own draft. Play Orphea in every game. Just so there's so much. The Vikings able to completely control the UL, even though they didn't get as much of an XP advantage as they needed to. And so now we have first pick going over to the side of Shinra for 2-piece. Well, that's how they've spelt it. I got it straight from the website. They chose to spell Ripper this way, so very cool. It is Ripper with 1P because why not? And so first pick will be for Team Rippers, as the Zamian fans will be choosing the map pick, which is correct. You get the second pick in draft, get the counter pick, you get to choose a map that you want to play on. They chose Dragonslayer as well, and that didn't really work out for them. They weren't prepared to deal with Vikings, so a little bit unfortunately that. Hopefully they choose a more comfortable map they can get an advantage on for game number 2 once we get into it. Still haven't gotten that's completely fine, don't worry about it. I've got nothing else to talk about. This game's pretty simple. They haven't decided what map they want yet, so kind of just sitting around here. I'm still a little confused by these Orphea talents. Why do we have Kael Kasol and Ramasungans? Like, why do you, like, especially why are you taking Kael Kasol if you don't want to go for the Insatiable and Abyssal Symbiosis combo? I'm really confused by this. It's not a good talent, and I don't know why people take it. Pyroblast, I mean, it did something at the end, right? Got the kill on the Raider, but all in all, didn't have too much impact. It turns out that Arnold's a pretty balanced, one of the most balanced heroes by Blizzard, giving her all of that balance. Ridiculous hero. I don't really have anything else to talk about. Just 4-man got crushed. Just in draft. Why are they asking me that? I don't even know is the answer. I'm fairly sure that gun's not allowed. Just waiting because I think they tried to choose Garden, but that map's not in the map pool anymore. Because people voted it out, which is a shame because it's a map where you can find so many advantages if you just understand the fundamentals, but instead, it's gone. Why are they in the same? Where? Instead, though, we have the other maps. Just waiting on them to decide where they want to go. They are taking their time, I'll tell you that much, so I don't have anything really prepared to talk about. I've discussed all the things I wanted to. I don't know, I'm probably just going to click to the break until they can figure out what maps they want to go to. Okay, welcome back. We are going to Cursed Hollow for game number 2. Another Vikings map, as it turns out. Actually, no, it was picked by the blue team. Okay, this makes more sense. Team of RIPERS choosing Cursed Hollow. Makes a lot of sense. I do hope we see the Vikings ban because they've shown that they don't know how to deal with it. Well, there's only so many things you can ban though if you are ReGen. You have to ban the Cassia. Like,
Cursed
you don't technically have to. You probably want to ban away Vikings. You probably want to ban away Tasta on this map. There are so many just strong picks at the moment. That's like, you can't ban them all away. It's more that you have to know what it is you want to go for. And just completely, okay, there's the Vikings ban. It's my overlays. I'm good at this, by the way. Overlay swaps. Vikings is the first ban by ReGen. Going into game number 2 here. Yep, there's Cassio. That's the benefit though, they are first pick, so they don't have to pay both Vikings and Cassio taxes. Gives them a little bit of flexibility, at least in the draft. And do you want to know what's going to happen to the globals? Vikings banned away. There's still Abatha. There's still Falstad. There's still the Haka. Anna was... I mean, you can make a case Anna was the issue last game, but really it was Orphea. But Anna banned away. There's still some globals available. There's 3 good globals and Flightwing. Since ReGen is first pick, they can force webs ban Cassio. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Now one got banned away. And Garrosh will again get banned. I am a little confused by the Garrosh priority. But I don't want to see it. To be honest, I suspect I don't really mind. If I look away for 1 second, Garrosh is fan pick. I mean, they're already doing that. So, EDC... Yep, I can support this as the first pick. So, what are we going to see as the EDC counter? Is it going to be Jahara with the extended Iron Skin cooldown? Is it going to be something a little bit more out there? Jahara's probably still the right answer, but maybe you want Murden instead. Maybe Diablo. Yep. Joanna picked up, understandable, as well as the Orphea. So then you will be once again playing that one. And do we know how to deal with Orphea? I'm scared the answer is no. And well, looks like the side of ReGen just want to look to play the map. They're going to pick up Falstad and the Haka. Now, Abath is still open and is the last of the 3 global picks that are available. So, most likely going to see that one banned away by ReGen. Abath does work in this draft. You probably want to play him along with a Bruiser though. Just commit to getting your Orphea in there. And it can work, but Falstad disengaged is pretty good. So, see what we're going for. I don't expect to see Alpha picks up here, but it is very possible, and I think it should be respected by the side of ReGen. As Rhaegos banned away for some reason, as well as Ragnaros. I'm a little confused by this ban as well. These aren't exactly cohesive with their respective team compositions, so I'm surprised why either one got banned, to be honest. Here's Greymane picked up by JP. So no Abatha, probably. Well, actually, I like this. They pick Deckard here. They don't last pick either. Good, because last pick here is pretty dumb most of the time. But they leave open the Abatha option. Greymane is able to work in the side lanes. Now, of course, you don't have the same global presence you would like as, say, a Falstad or the Haka by having Greymane plus Abatha, but it can work. See what the side of ReGen want to choose here. Tyrande and Hanzo go for the archers.
Redemption.
So Hanzo is also global level 20s, ETC gets stage dive, so I think ReGen just don't want to take a fight. I can kind of understand that given how the last game went, so Abathur's looking really good here. If you're wanting to play Vikings, you're probably going to play Abathur. Please pick for here. It's so good. If you're seeing RIPERS here, but Deathwing is picked up. Also global, but and he is able to actually get onto the Tyrande pretty easily. Is for Deathwing. So I don't mind this pick, but you're going to have problems. Hanzo and Falstad are going to completely eat you up for breakfast. For Hanzo, it can go for AA build and just do so much damage. Greymane, Orphea, like, you don't have ways to deal with AA Hanzo, but we won't see it. Because the teams don't think about going for anything other than the standard builds most of the time. And I do understand why we have the global focus coming out from here from Team ReGen, but I am not convinced that it'll work. We will see though, as we are loading into game number 2. Better wait, ask me that, buddy.
Prepare yourself for
And
battle,
let's fix the
heroes.
overlay. I'm good of us. Yoink. Now, on the red team, ReGen Retro, who need to win this one to bring us to game number 3. Melee playing Hanzo, Zamibars playing BTC, Tanian playing Hanzo, Splash playing
The battle
Falstad,
begins
and
in
Aaron
10
playing the
seconds.
Haka. And on the blue
5,
team is
4,
Team RIPERS currently up
3,
1
2,
and 0.
1.
Amy's
Fight.
playing Deckard. Red Z playing the Johanna. Nenio again on Orphea. JP playing Greymane. And Champ of Horde playing Deathwing. And need to see sitting in the bottom bush here. Don't know how much he's going to get done as the Harker takes the Enhancer Gilda, which suggests we're going to see jump. Now, Red Z going again. Try and find something skull stealing, will find no one, and Aaron taking quite a lot of damage from the JP. Cocktail barely, he's barely staying alive. Has to recall, but it's okay. He's got Flash Stalker. He can use it now. Why are we dropping XP? We dropped a minion for no reason. There's absolutely no reason to lose that minion. Really unfortunate to see. So it's going to be Deathwing against for the Haka and Orphea against the Falstad. Both of these are, well, both can be good for the red team, but Orphea is able to win it if she plays it well. So we'll keep an eye on this one for the time being and see what happens. As, yep, oh, Trump goes wide. Silver, Orphea's having a bit of a field day. Landing the Shadow Waltzers, Splash not, man, dodge him. Going to drop. Nope. Nenio just gives him that XP for no reason as now it looks like they want to invade, but Red Team's not in position to go for this. I'm a little confused by what Nenio's doing here. Could have denied a lot more XP from the Falstads as Greymane rotated up for this too. Definitely will now jump back down to bot lane. And oh, that wasn't an invade attempt. Now Red Team should be just fine, but side onto JP. So that's not gonna do it. Need better than that. Now, it is the camp trade siege for Bruiser. Orpheus having a lot of fun up here. Play more aggressively. Come on. You can abuse the Falstad. He does not have really any way he can clear his camps. Does go for the updraft, which is not what you want against this matchup. You do want to take Hammer games for the sustain.
Gather tribute.
But at least it wasn't
Learn my
for W1.
fate.
I mean, I'm kind of scared of our Falstads and then they do go W build for some ungodly reason. Why are we dropping XP again? Also, if you're going to take updrafts, you should be using E off cooldown out of combat to get the shield. So I don't know what's going on here. Not playing to your talent selection. As camps are going to get picked up. Melee taking the siege and JP and Addis taking the bruisers and doing a little bit of happy fun times in the bot lane as Dahaka not really able to do anything to Deathwing, but neither is Deathwing to Dahaka. Now we're in the fight. Does collect the XP before he leaves, very nicely timed by Deathwing, as looking for the 5-step here. Now Dahaka's coming in behind before Deathwing can land. He's made himself known and does find the dragon onto Greymane, but no one's going to follow up. Here comes Deathwing now into the front line. Has caught out Melee and completely split off now is Hanzo. Got the to try and help her, taking a lot of damage here is Hanzo. Wave control going over to the red team, so they might be able to put the first one up, and that's the first one now. A lot of damage on ETC, but does manage to ride on out. Drag goes a little bit wide, as air comes the Deathwing Fire Breath onto Taranda, taking so much damage actually. It's Taranda and Taraka going to be taken down very low. ETC going to get out to safety. Deathwing Castle's not able to find that one. And then you can do a lot of damage here. Root up onto the Haka. He will be just fine though, but so much damage coming up from the Swordfield. It's a complete disaster, but it is level 7 advantage for the red team, so they might be able to force this, but Falstaff's just dead. Don't know what you're doing there, buddy. And a lot of damage onto Deathwing. Orpheus dragged in, but Deathwing finds the fire vent. He's gonna take that one down. 2-4 onto the red team. Make that 2-2 as Hunter goes down. JP that's going huge, gets another one. And will be 4-4 onto the red team. They also get the objective and not really able to do much. And that was a bit of a disaster for the side of the red team, to be honest. Lost also the mid wall. Deathwing also goes down the after losing their bottom wall, but bottom doesn't matter too much. And we see the same build from Orpheus. I'm really confused. You're playing Cursed Hollow, you're not going to be able to get the stacks that you want on the Ravenous Hunger, but Nenio goes for it anyway. Maybe just wants the extra healing after kills, trying to cosplay Dreaming Dominance, but again, why do you need the most healing? As boss is started by the red team. They have Hanzo, they are able to do this nice and quickly with serrated arrows, so looks like there will be something that we get. The blue team completely not playing around at all. Deathwing looks like he's just going to walk over to a tribute, but the red team is completely willing to give away this tribute, looks like, in exchange for the boss pushes. Now they're making a way in, but it won't be in time. So second tribute goes over to the blue team. They are currently down an XP though, so they probably won't be able to make it. Actually, here comes Darker. They are going to get the interrupt on this, as now the Lunar Blaze onto Deckers. Now he's got potions to walk into, so he's just fine. JP dodges the house like barely, but Hanzo's the target. Chomp goes wide, not getting to find out, but then he gets anyway with the chaos, so it doesn't really matter if you miss your abilities. Aaron doing what he can on the backline, but not enough damage on Mr. Harker. So Jonathan AI.
What's this? A hero has
So
left
Nenyo's
the
going to
battle.
get the capture. Actually, I'll take you just getting
Welcome
another
back,
interrupt.
Hero.
So Jehoda backed for AI. No one decided to ping it, so that's a bit unfortunate. It's now moving in is the red team. They do have level 10s. It is the mosh pit from EDC, not the stage dive. So we will be having another fight over this most likely. What's gone by the way? Boss doing a lot of work. Now Orpheus target seems to be changed pretty good. Now will be a kill. Soul sitting onto 2 board members as Red Z trying to make a run for it, but splash on top of them. And looks like it'll be fine naturally. Also coming in, gonna have a kill. No chase up in time because of a nerf. And it will be a fight in favour of the side of ReGen. So nice to see them get that one. They're able to get themselves their own tribute, and now this other boss.
What's this? A hero has left the battle.
Rihanna's still having a few connection issues. Splash shield never used, by the way. And the pause does come out. So really unfortunate for them that Johanna left there. Probably the thing that makes the difference in that team fight, in all honesty. But they chose not to pause straight away, so it is to some extent their own fault that this happened. But now the game's in a really difficult state for them, as this boss is definitely going over to the red team. So they can look to get this on the bomb for tribute. We don't know where to spawn. It's quite possible they can just go for bomb forwards and then go pick up the tribute straight away if it's, say, in the middle spawn over here. And they made me referee line, so I do actually have to unpause the game. Looks like they're ready. Oh, spectator. Feels good. Don't have to do anything.
Welcome back.
Yep. This will be actually. Hold on, I'm gonna try and fight this, but I don't know if you want to. They're throwing heroics at them, but not gonna find anything. A little bit interesting. That's 3 cooldowns now, but shouldn't be too long on the feast and the curse bullet. But the boss is pushing. Hanzo and Falstad are making their way up to the top side to pick up the tribute. Definitely missing 2 plates, by the way. Pretty big deal. Going to be a lot squishier if there's a fight on this. Says boss not going to get the fort. Just an immediate evacuation up towards the tribute for blue team, red team rather. And we have bird beneath the shadow. Oh, not again. Shauna is once again gone. Now, I'm very confused by why Deathwing has the Cataclysm upgrade. Like, yeah, there's a lot of nice chokes, which do allow the Cataclysm to maybe be good, but why not just take Bellowing Roar? Give a massive AoE fear onto everyone instead. It's a little bit of a surprise. But now, definitely in position for the tribute is the blue team. Maybe Deathwing does have the Skyfall, so he is able to stall this one for a bit. So it is possible that the blue team gets here in time for a team fight, and everyone is on Wi-Fi. Well, at least you guys have internet. First being brought to you by ANZ Gang.
Welcome back.
And 2 caps on should be used, but Deathwing should be able to interrupt it.
A
Yep.
hero
I
has
only uses
left
one
the
fireball as
battle.
well because it's cool like that. Now drag onto the Grey Mane, followed up by very nice CC, and he's going to be falling. So all sitting onto Tubo on top of a feast. Sammy's going to be very low, but gets away from the time being. Death and fall, champion of forward, gets the death onto Tyrande, but might pay for it. As he did actually get out. Sleepy now coming out onto Hanzo, but Deathwing going towards the false stand instead, and he can't win the fight. Now, Moshpit onto several members. Can Hanzo do enough? There's so much healing though. Ruby's so good. Melly not able to find it. Aaron not able to either. It's all gone wrong for the red team. Ah, could have gone so well, but Deathwing didn't go after the sleeping Hanzo. But going to make it from the interrupt to Sammy, who pays for his life. Ruby setting everyone up. Falstad takes the battle all out, leaving someone on her own. That's Starbucks Wi-Fi. Yeah, that makes more sense. And Splash will have the interrupt on this. Well, 13 now for the red team, but they're still dead, so it doesn't matter. Here comes the Hanzo arrow. They're trying to force this, and there is Scatter as well to get another one, most likely. Yep, there we go. And Aaron's here, fights for Dragon's neck again, who did just use the healing potion, but is able to survive, and Aaron falls for it. This is a little bit of a tragedy here for ReGen as they keep trying. Oh, yeah, what did that? He just keeps getting hit. But super healing potions are in, so he will not be dying to any sort of poke shenanigans just yet. Now Nenyo moving in, Bless Shield gets wide onto Tyrande, but it doesn't matter. Orphea has her own choke, so actually she's tanking it. Uses both heals on herself, has the spell armor. Orphea's running low on mana, so this might just in the end be a stall out by the red team. Nenyo needs to evac right away, going to go tap. Here comes Aaron now, going to look for Dana, pulls him out of the owl. Deathwing has arrived, and this is just going on and on and on. Neither team wants that should be happening, and it's going to end up being bad for us. These catapults are making work happen on the top side. But we're still going on. Sammy now in the little alcove. Doing what he can, but gets it again. Definitely now coming in with the Cataclysm with the backline. Easy making a run for Aaron, trying once again. Gust them into the Cataclysm match to the splash, but that's his own thing, doesn't matter. And Darko's dead again. And really split fights by the red team, but we're not done yet probably. Here comes Hanzo, the god of interrupts himself. Splash now looking to make another one happen. We're still on the third tribute at 11.5 minutes. This game is going quite the distance, it looks like. As with an enormous minion wave now on the bot side for the blue team to catch, so they have managed to find themselves the experience lead through all of these kills. They kept getting onto the red team. So many kills, but it took them a long time to find the cap on the tribute. Or if you're not going to stack quests, okay, this really annoys me. You take all for your W quest and you intentionally stop yourself from stacking with it. It's really unfortunate to see. Now, bosses started by the red team. Falstad working on this camp. As we have a little bit of a scuffle here, boss is resetting. Sammy has been found on the flank, but nothing more. Kind of a... Yeah, that makes sense.
Tribute
Hit him.
or face my curse. The choice
And
is
now,
simple.
this is curse point for the side of Team RIPERS. We'll have to see if there's going to be... Well, we have both teams taking camps in a moment. So everyone's staying in the top half of that. Aaron may gets way to the flash, we're not going to do anything. And... That isn't the right tooltip, Soothsayer. Oh, it's a different talent. What the hell? I'm an idiot. Anyway, Darko coming again. Jar a second. So much damage already. You already used the Iron Skin too. Here comes Aaron. The Dragon Arrow hits onto the back line. Surrender, Lunar Shower, finish it off. And Altanian's keeping his team alive for now, but Aaron taking damage. Can the deal with an Endio on Yorfia. Tries to make it happen on the Shadow Waltzers. Going to... Oh, it's hit by the Lunar Blaze. The prediction by Altanian. That will be the kill on Orpheus. Not quite able to make the dream happen because the build sucks. And now going on to the bottom boss is the side of ReGen. 2-2 of a tribute, so Curse is avoided with level 16 without a curse. I'm not quite sure how to manage this. Well, actually I do know how, but it's not pretty. Totaling claws from the Haka. Okay, that is a bit of a tough choice.
Squabbling. Gathered tribute.
And Deathwing manages to pick up the top fort with the help of the siege campers. Now boss making its way onto the bottom wall. This might just be a concession of a tribute by the side of Team RIPERS here. He'll pick up the boost camp too. Argus made his way up to the top side to try and clear out his giants, but he might just need to brush talk in before anything happens. Orpheus gone while I'm looking at it. And Gus comes out from Splash to ensure that Sammy gets safety. So it just looks like it's going to be the curse going over to the red team. Oh, it's a nice CC chain onto the Johanna. And you can really feel that increased Iron Skin cooldown as quite a few times now it's meant the death of our Crusader friend. But Boss has already munched away and keep him moving on to the core. We might just see an attempt to end game right here from the side. Oh, gets the Graham into the power side, he's gone. And with that, it will most likely be the end of the game. Members of the red team are moving on to the core, ready through shields. Boss still alive. Orphea not really able to do a whole lot here. Now looking for the Hanzo, but he's got me just fine. He jumps over, no problem, and that will be the win for the side of ReGen, and we will be going over for game number 3. As that was a interesting series of events. For a while they were behind, everything wasn't... Oh god. For a while they were behind and things were not looking too good for the side of the red team, but they were able to make it back in the later team fights, able to find the picks, able to end with their boss into tribute play because they were able to get the kills. And all three are losers somehow, which is really unfortunate to see. But the power of these globals, if you look at our XP charts, 12k for both solo laners here, while Deathwing's the only one with over 10k for the side of Team Ripper. So, with that, it will be game number 3 coming up shortly after a quick break for me to get my breath. Okay, welcome back everybody to Game 3 between Team Ripper and ReGen Retro. We are going to be going to Infernal Shrines for this one. Picked again by the side of Team Rippers, so we are probably not going to see those pesky Vikings showing up this time. As we do... Again, see if that one happens or not. So, it was picked by the side of Team Rippers, which means that ReGen will once again have the first pick available for them. And we are having a substitution coming here for the side of Team Rippers. It will be Silver coming in to replace ReGen, Yep, the Johanna was lagging a bit in the last game, had a few pauses and an unfortunate recall by the AI as a result of it, so definitely made the game a bit harder for them than it needed to be. Hey, it's Collad. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the 4 PM casting. Yep, so we have a tank substitution here. So this is almost certainly because of a lag. But maybe they have something special in store for us as well to the side of Team RIPERS. As it looks like everybody is in now. So we should be getting underway rather shortly. In the last game we saw the Orphea not able to be quite as effective as needed to be, as evidenced by the loss of the final team fight which snowballed to them losing the game, so maybe we see the more standard insatiable builds coming out from Orphea. If she gets picked up this game, it might of course just be a decision to not touch her after losing, which would be understandable. Looks like we started ReGen already, so maybe it won't be long until we are ready to go. So for the last time we saw a very global focused approach from ReGen, able to pick up quite a lot of XP because of it. Probably won't work so well in the Final Shrines because you have to fight over punishers, and they're a lot more punishing, pun intended, I'm going to say, to give up than save the tributes on Cursed Hollows. So probably going to have to see the side of ReGen opt in for a team fighting style, and I'm not too concerned for them because they were able to do quite well later on in that game. Once they had some of their later talent tiers, they were able to do quite well in the team fights. There was a little bit of a disaster over the third tribute of the game, but we'll let that one side because they managed to finish off quite nicely. As we are getting into the game number 3 draft here, Team RIPERS and ReGen Retro 1 apiece. ReGen Retro with the first ban. Can't wait to see Sergeant Hammer. I wish, but I would be very surprised if these teams play Sergeant Hammer. But it is a very nice hammer. With the Hover Siege mode, you can be really obnoxious around the shrines if you're able to position correctly. And really, it doesn't matter much about the pre-7 because you're going to have level 7 talenty in time for the first objective if you're soaking properly. So I say maybe it doesn't matter, but maybe it does, because we've shown so far that not quite willing to take a soak. And here comes the Advent ban. Was quite even for the last one, but will be taken away here. Maybe because of a subvet of the silver, maybe they're afraid of some Abba for shenanigans. Maybe silver's a bit of an Abba player and someone else is going to flex into tank. I don't really know. Can't say I've done too much research into these teams. Cassia presumably going to be the first ban, unless we want to see another. Gauche is banned. Getting a little bit antsy already. We've already had one series so far today where Game 3 Infernal Shrines, Cassia is not banned and just gets taken away. And that game is also finished in 12 minutes, so I'm sure there's no coincidence there. Please ban Cassia at some point in the bans. ETC is going to be removed for this series. Currently 1-1 in the series, winning with Team RIPERS, losing with ReGen. Wait, what am I talking about? They won the last game. No. It's 2-0 so far in the series. I'm talking up my ass. Cassia will be banned, which leaves your Hunter open. Gal should be easier both banned, so can look for that one. I do understand that ban from ETC. You already banned Gauche, so if they ban one, they can't ban away your Hunter because they'll leave Cassia up. And now May is selected here by the side of Team RIPERS. And once again, I'll say it
Anna
because
checking in.
May is such an obnoxious hero. You will be relieved to know that Avalanche is currently banned in Heroes Lounge due to a game-breaking interaction that it has. So this will be an Ice War May coming out in this game. And Anna will be taken alongside it. They've shown they're willing to play it with Orphea. Are they willing to play it with other heroes, as Zul picked up Aaron? And here's that Sylvanas that I mentioned at the very start, now taken by Splash. Sylvanas is quite nice against Orpheus, so I like this as a proactive response to it. Maybe going to see a different mage band where he could look to get rid of, say, the Mephisto instead. The Zulpek's a little interesting. Probably wanted to be seeing him as counterpick. Now there are quite a few Zul counters, but are these teams willing to go a little out of the box and play the less orthodox picks to deal with them? That could all be banned away, definitely one of the most ridiculous heroes at the moment. I'm glad to see that one, and we're likely going to see a mage ban. I'm guessing Mephisto, but Orphea's banned, but to some extent I would be inviting Orphea if I was the red team. You already have Sylvanas to deal with Orphea, and the Orphea players like to go for a little bit of a stranger build than I would like, so I would have thought they would have wanted Orphea to get picked, but decided that it is too much to deal with. They wanted to make Nennial play a different pick, and it will be Greymane and Jaina picked up as the dealers of choice here. So Tassadar is still open if the side of ReGen want to pick him up. Would do quite nicely against these heroes that we have so far, all fairly short range, able to be funneled into the black hole quite nicely. You have a lot that you can do with the black hole as well, Waiting Arrow being the obvious one, but also Poison Nova can go on top of them really nicely. But no, it's going to be a 4-man Zul most likely, as Imperius is taken into solo lane. Now, you've already got rid of the easiest Imperius counter, Vizul. So, we're going to see Champion.
My blades are yours.
Sonya will just get picked up. And this Sonya might be really hard to deal with because there is a very low reliable sustained damage here. Splash is actually playing Imperius, so it might be a 4-man Imperius. Champion is playing the May, presumably it's not offlane May. We're having a few roll swaps here, possibly, coming into our final game. Of course, with the substitution comes potentially the need to roll swap on the side of Team RIPERS, but Splash has been playing DPS so far for ReGen, so is this a 4-man Imperius? Possibly. With Sylvanas, you're going to have quite a nice amount of follow-up if you're able to connect the Celestial Charge. So, I wouldn't mind it, actually. But Sylvan the Sonya is going to be quite difficult, I think, to deal with in these team fights. We will see what ends up happening, though, as just loading in now. Actually, there we go. And now we will see what happens, as it is game number 3. The deciding matchup between these two teams. On the left team, we have Team RIPERS. Addy's going back to Anna. JP playing Regina. Silver the substitute playing Greymane. Champ of Horde playing May. And Nennial playing Greymane. Silver's playing Sonya, by the way. I might have found mixed up. ReGen Retro on the right team, looking to make the reverse sweep happen. It is Altanium playing Lucio, Aaron playing Zul, Zami playing Johanna, May playing Sylvanas, and Splash playing Mephisto. And looks like there's going to be a bit of a scuffle in the mid lane. which is going to be really interesting to see how well our Pierce is going to do here. Finding multi-man queues like that one, for instance, can be really big, dealing so much damage, but also Melee not having the best of times. Is able to get out to safety. May looking for the final bit. Will be able to get out. Splash also taking so much damage. Cocktail not as like turns around to Splash, going to find the kill onto May to start this game off, and we are definitely starting to get what means to go on. I hope so, as this is going to be quite an interesting match. By the way, it is going to be the 4-man Imperius. Just, oh, not the pause again. So, it is 4-man Imperius. It's really nice against the Warring Rayman when he goes in to try and clear the lanes. Oh, we're having more disconnects. Ah, no! Not more disconnects. This is not what you want to see. Just getting all excited. But now we have a bit of a pause. A little bit interesting. We do have backlash from Zul. Not opting in for the Shade. This will help him in the 1v1 against Sonya, but probably going to be wishing he had the Shade in the team fights when he's taking all the damage from the Greymane. And so we are just waiting for the side of Zami to come back in. Hopefully we don't have another Johanna disconnecting. A little bit cursed so far, looks like. Is the Johanna pick. Both times it's come out has just resulted in disconnects for the respective players. So hopefully you're able to come back in. Not going to have too much of a ping issue going into this game. As well, there's no Orphea build for me to lament about this time, luckily. Everything looks fairly sound so far, but of course we are only one town then, so I am a little bit interested in what the Sylvanas is going to go for. For once I can actually endorse going for a Festering Wave, because you do have Imperius setup going for the full committal with using the Haunting Wave. I don't actually mind, since you do have so much damage if you are able to fully commit onto it, and you will be able to find some kills nice and easily. This is of course until, I guess, the Smelling Salts, and well, after Smelling Salts, good luck killing anything, honestly. Heroes pretty good when it comes to dealing with the burst. But it is one kill now for the side of ReGen Retro. May will be up in a few seconds. And so this kill doesn't really do too much. They are going to have a little bit of priority. Sylvanas had 2 recall as well, so it's basically a 1-for-1. As far as the map control is concerned, obviously not the XP difference as it looks like. We are ready to go again. As Johanna's back, we are ready to get going once again. No! We are leaving minion waves again! Don't clear it out. Let them kill these minions. You can make advantages out of nothing. Just don't kill the wave. Don't tank these minions. You've lost 5 minions worth of XP, I believe, is if you're the side of the blue team, for absolutely nothing. And Altadia going to come in and pick up their own wave, so not falling behind there, but Alan is the focus. 5 members collapse on him, and he's just gone. A little bit cheeky result, going for the speedy rotation into mid lane. Now it is the red team losing experience in the mid lane. And also Silver just going to crash for top lane. It's going to be a full wave getting lost, so really big advantage for the blue team now, as they are also on the bottom of camp. Now this is spotted out. Nothing really happening though. And so far things are going very nicely if you are supporting Team RIPERS, as off to a very nice advantage. Half level lead already, and have got themselves to the bottom camp. Alan not trading too well into Sonya. Even with Backlash not able to find the necessary trades in order to win. And looking out for the mage, for melee rather, is the mage, as we'll be able to force him away to safety. It was rather close, but good to find in the end now. Nenyo is taking the loser camp, going to be started off now by Aaron and Splash, but these are very slow members taking the camps. This is one weakness from the composition of ReGen. They have very slow camp taking, and already picked up by the side of Team RIPERS, who are moving straight onto the objective. Rayman taking the recall first now. May is rotating down to the bot lane to catch this lane being pushed out by Azul. Get the minion. Get the minion. You're not gonna. There's no reason to lose XP. Okay, does pick it up. Very last second there. First chapter hordes, but takes a long time to clear this lane now. It's going to clear another one. So giving up a bit of shrine control to the red team, who do also have the top shamans pushing. Melee going to Haunt Wave over, grab 3 minutes of XP, and now just going to push it down with Savannah stuff. Doesn't have a trait. Used somewhere. But this is a really nice advantage for the red team. May has now returned though. That was 7 is going to be picked up by the side of both teams. And now we're probably going to have a fight. Spear onto Vagina, but it doesn't matter. Returning so much damage as Jaina onto Splash, and that will be Imperius falling. In the top side, we do have Melee making a little bit of an effort, chased down by Nenyo. So much damage done, by the way, in terms of structures, but it will be the first objective going over to the blue team. Mana bunnies don't want me looking for this. Take up the god. There you go. Feel like I have to direct these teams out a little bit to pick up the resources that they need. Shouldn't need to be doing that in one. Now Jaina does have fast clear of the bottom wave whenever the code comes up, and we do see backup battery. I'm confused. I can understand the damage reduction in this scan. The Celestial Charge will be dodged by JP, but now here comes the collapse. Johannes arrives, so much damage coming out from Survive. It's going to be getting that kill. Now stunned up as Melee, who jumps in with a Haunting Wave. I'm not sure if that's what you wanted to do. Now running away, Silvers rotates down, finds the Lucio kill, and it will be a 1-for-1 in the end. Advantage going over to the side of Team RIPERS. Who are get the XP. Here you go. Now, bomb camp once again goes over. Actually, Zami's looking for it. Here was Splash. It is the 2v3 though. See how much it ever gets done. And yeah, I'm just gonna decide to give it up. Then you're chasing down Zami, but not gonna find anything as that is the piece down for Zami. Yep. Interrupters. Given on the recall. As level 10's now reached forward side of ReGen, as once again, no avalanche, so we have Ice Wall coming out here from May. Last time we saw May with Ice Wall earlier on today, now previous series, speaking of weapons, hold on, Anna is getting jumped on, Lucio running all in there, gonna get the kill. Now, the avalanche stuns up 2 people though, Ice Wall onto Azul as well, and that's gonna be Jaina and Anna down. Now, it is the Poison Over coming in here by Azul, looking to get these last remaining members. Aaron stunned up again by the Blizzard. No Savannah stun means there's no range damage, so probably just have to back off now. It's the red team, but it is a good fight for the side of ReGen. Now, the camp did go over to the side of Team RIPERS, so no steal happening here, but still very nice win for them. Able to get in on top of the XP. I ain't that much of a hoe to recall. Let's see, like, does the few seconds that you get by recalling instead of waiting for the wave to get killed. Soak the XP.
Shrine gathers power.
Is it worth it
You will take it from
for
me.
you to get out here 2 seconds quicker if you're Imperious? No, it's just chilling in the bush. Could have been doing this. Would revive now. Wouldn't have changed anything, and we dropped to XP. So I'm a little bit confused. As now is again, the campus will be picked up now. This is going to be pushing into the side. Don't get it straight away. If you get it now, this is going to be pushing by the side of the blue team. Going to delay it by enough, possibly. Now, they have called up main and mid lane, has the ice block. And a really big ice wall, actually, going to be able to skate to safety. The maybe now split from the rest of the team, and then you're taking a bit of damage. Flash shield goes out, but not going to find anything. Sound barrier is good, and the Santi goes in better. Imperius finds 2. JP is done for at the start of the fight. Nano boost doesn't matter. Then you're making a run for a damage out of mana though. Imperius finds another one, gets the Ana. Lucio and Jana forward though. Poison over gets the remaining members really low. Imperius finds it again, gets another one. Splash is doing so much against a quad kill. Man, he could have jumped over for the third one, final one rather, if he had the level 13 picked up, but didn't. And Imperius is working out so well for Splash at the moment, able to find so many picks with these Celestial Chargers. He's committed for the Q build and it's working out for him at the moment. As we're not seeing the interrupt on the Celestial Charge Zone, full stun duration going to get away from the Impaling Lights 2. Rather low on crowd control is this blue team. As Sonya comes up here, he's going to get a few minions, going to try and push this out, but it is the Sylvanas push in the bottom lane, so don't know if you can afford to be split at the moment. It's going to be a very easy take of the 4 as Zul picked in the mid lane, but now appears to down again. Lucio runs them in, they managed to find a game and kill 1 for 1. Now, JP's been on rotation, going to have to take the long way around. Spear goes wide onto Champion the Horde, who does push them into the Blizzard, while the other Blizzard does mess, so it is fun having to catch Jane and men in the same team. And it will be jumped in. Splash very cheeky, trying to go for the speed, but not quite able to find it. Ice Wall doesn't really do anything. I don't know how much experience our players do have with the Ice Wall. It's not the ultimate of choice most of the time, so it might very well be the first time picking it, which it would be a little bit unfortunate, but you need them mailers allowed together, so you just need to be ready for this. Now, it is the camp steal from our red team as we might just have a fight. Splash does find a way, but Celestial Charge goes wide. Waiting out even wider as now it was very late use of that. Now it is half level lead for the side of ReGen, who are now moving on to the bottom camp, going to take that one away. Here comes May actually trying to look the other way, not going to find no. JP goes for the nano boost and they're trying to collapse on top of the wall, but they are able to disengage and 5v4 they managed to get out. Meanwhile, Aaron is pushing the top lane with Zul, so that's going to be the fort down for 3. Well, Nano Boost can't really look for fights in the moment either. There's no reason for Sonic to recall. Yep. We're going to go get the slave. Also, it's faster to walk to there than recall. And now Sylvanas is once again on the march as Splash caught up in the ice wall now. After being hit by rescue spells, but it doesn't matter. Poison Over is absolutely huge. Champion the Horde has no ice block already been used, and that's going to be the easy kill. Oh, Imperius finds Soul of the Spears, but it doesn't matter. Anna's got the healing, not going to find that one. And it's all going so well for ReGen. Managing to find themselves another kill. Going to take away the Bruiser camp now. Have level 16, they're not going to be able to get much more out of it. As again, we have another Huge sound here from Imperius. I do like that Zul is going for the Q build on the back end of his talent selection. We're presumably going to see the healing reduction taken to level 20, so no nano infusion nonsense can come out from the blue team. I like this decision making. Of course, it's also just pretty good to go for
Gathers power.
Decrepify. It's a very strong talent. Now, taking their own shaman camp is the side of ReGen. And we are going to have one more fight over the mid lane. This might be the end of the game if it goes the way of ReGen. As try to push the lanes out of the side. Whew. Two weapons. They're not going to find the condemn. Ice wall used, but Uzu goes right through it somehow. That seems like a bug, as Johanna is taken down by Jaina, has banana boost, does so much damage. Now we can still boots him up with the kind of cold, but looks like going to be able to maybe run away thanks to Lucio. Chapel Horde has found Sylvanas, and that's another kill going over to the Sire Team RIPERS. Can Lucio escape through the wall? That seems like a bit interesting, but either way, the fight does go the side of RIPERS, and they do it quickly enough for Jaina to make it back to defend as well. Very nicely done by them. We're going to capture this. Now, having to defend these lanes is the side of RIPERS, but they might be able to find a collapse here onto Altanian. Taps it up, but beats some spear in the face, but actually able to boost it out thanks to the off the wall, the push off from Lucio. Gets him to safety. And in the meantime, the Punisher's really not doing a whole lot, so a nice defense by our red team here. May just tanking up with the ice bomb easily, as bomb camp will go over to blue team once again, but not really happy with it. Blizzard can get well as potential collapse by the red team now. Bless shield is good. Pulls him in. May's been caught out. Ice wall onto the Imperius, but he's still in the spear. Not gonna hit though. Now someone's trying to make a run for it. The Blizzard is good. Sound Barrier keeps Lucio alive. Ray may not even find the kill onto him. Now making a run for it from the water. So there's no healer. But it doesn't matter. They've already got the blue teams here as well. Died before can nano boost, and Jane is gonna fall as well. Champ before trying to make it out, hit by the Solarian Fire. Splash finds another Q, and that will be a 4th kill for our red team. Now they don't have any minions, for Impaler Camp is fighting them at the moment, but still going to make their way onto the keep, and most likely the core as well is the red team. They will have level 20 in just a few seconds, and here comes the next wave, that is level 20. They can move on to the core now. Their core damage is rather low. It's 5 seconds on Ana, 10 on Grey Main, but it's just Sonya's defending. Sonya's not really getting stuck in there. So I think they might have it despite their low core damage. The respawns are here, down with 50% is the core. Savannah's booted up, beats the Curse Puller, but is surviving for the time being. But the Imperius AoE shield is enough to get the game finished. And ReGen Retro will actually be able to pull it off. Going to turn the series around in the end. And that will be the side of ReGen Retro picking up the win. Very nicely done by them to turn the series around. And we saw, I'm very nice. I find it very happy. Words are hard. I really like it when these off-meta picks come through, such as the 4-man Imperius, and it works really nicely by Splash, actually. Able to find so many engagements with the Celestial Charge onto our backliners. of the side of Team Ripper, and they will be able to pick up the win. Let me ask. And see if we are going to get a replay. Not a replay, what am I talking about? An interview. And just looking at the stats, yeah, it's pretty much as expected. Yep, looks like we will be getting an interview. Just need to see who is going to join. And yeah, it was very nicely done by the side of ReGen.
Hello,
Hello, who do we have here?
this is Millie.
Okay. Congratulations on the reverse sweep, winning 2-1 against the side of Team Ripper. How are you feeling after the win?
Pretty good. It seemed a little smooth,
Yeah.
so we were happy to take the win away.
Yep, very nicely done. But you guys dropping the first map, unfortunately, to a bit of Vikings shenanigans from the other team, but then able to pull it back in the previous two maps. And most interesting to me was the Imperious 4-man in the final draft. What was the thinking around that pick?
We like the additional CC and the sustain. You just pair it with any ranged DPS based on their comp. We personally value it and think it's pretty strong. Imperious can also dish out a lot of damage, so we like the CC and the tankiness and the damage that he adds to it.
Yep, he was able to do quite a lot of CC, able to find quite a few of those picks, so
Yeah, he had some great spears, set up all the stuff.
able to find that one. And we did see, also in game number 2, which was that game?
Cursed Hollow.
Yeah, on Cursed Hollow, there was a bit of an interesting fight over the third tribute that went on for quite some time.
5 minutes maybe.
Yeah, a little bit interested in what the team comms were like during that, because it went on for quite a while.
Yeah, that was that partially due to Deathwing too. He literally has a almost infinite uptime on stalling, and we also had quite a bit of stalling with the Haka. He went bush speed, I think, and Tyrande. Then Hanzo has an E, and Falstad was able to make some plays with his mobility. And obviously ETC can just slide out. So it was a lot of back and forth, and we both had decent sustain, and the death timers were fairly short at that point. So
I
we
think your
didn't
advantage
really.
was around 5 minutes. You were
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right.
level 16 on both teams before the first curses. Definitely not normal.
Not at all.
But
I think we actually got a little bit more value there too, because we did get bought for it during that exchange, even though we lost the tribute.
Yeah. And so yeah, you did win the Series 2-1. While I have you here, do you have any shout-outs you want to make?
Yeah, shout outs to my teammates. Zammy, something wrong with his Discord and he was muted most of the time. Shout out to the other team for giving us some good competitive games and good banter. Shout out to ReGen, Heroes Lounge, and everybody that supports us.
Alright. Thank you very much, and congratulations on your win. Good luck in your future games.
Thanks a lot. Thanks. Yeah, shout out to you for casting. Appreciate that. It's always a lot more fun when a caster's around.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for playing, otherwise I have nothing to cast.
True. Have a good one. Thanks.
And you. Very nice to hear from them. I do have to agree, the Imperius in the 4-man is really good at setting up for the engagements. Kind of makes up for where Johanna lacks as well. in the early game before Bless Shield for finding the engages. Not quite like something like Easy C, but in the end, it is going to be the win going over to the side of ReGen. So, coming out of round 1 with a win puts them in the top half of the standings. So, that will do it for today. I have no more casts on my end. Let me just check and see if anyone else is still going. I think NyQuil has a game he's doing at the moment. Nope. Looks like I'm doing the last match of the day, so that's going to be there. The end of it. I'm not going to be able to host anyone, unfortunately. So that is all. Thank you everyone for watching, and as always, there are daily casts here at Heroes Lounge of the competitive Heroes of the Storm for both NA and